Dear readers of the Astrodeha family, welcome to Astrodeha on YouTube. This week, the sky emphasizes the importance of establishing balance and staying in the flow between willpower and surrender. This week, the Virgo New Moon on the 23rd opens a powerful door for us to plant new intentions in order, health, work, and daily life. The next day, the square aspect between the Sun and Uranus may cause plans to suddenly change direction. Therefore, it is important for us to act with openness to sudden changes. On August 18th, as the moon moves through Cancer, emotional needs, family, home, and security themes will be on our agenda. In business ventures, it will be in our best interest to focus on rational plans rather than excessive sensitivity. On August 19th, while the moon is in Leo, ego, pride, and the desire to attract attention may increase. Let's be careful not to ignore the other person's feelings in relationships. On August 20th, as Venus forms harmonious aspects with Neptune, there may be an increase in romance, activities related to the arts, and the strengthening of the divine bond in relationships. On August 21st, Mars and the Moon will be in conjunction. Impatience and hasty decisions may lead to regrets. Especially if you want to start exercising, please take advantage of the energy on August 21st. On August 22nd, as the moon moves through Virgo, it will support each of us in focusing on organization, planning, and details. And on August 23rd, the Virgo New Moon. Don't forget to subscribe to Astrodeha on YouTube and turn on notifications for the effects of the Virgo New Moon on the zodiac signs. It's possible for you to take care of yourself, simplify your life, and heal. And on August 24th, there is a Sun-Uranus square. Unexpected news, technological problems, and the desire for freedom may lead us to make wrong decisions. With Mercury's energy, let's pay attention to health issues, especially the digestive and nervous systems throughout the week. Find your balance, surrender, and instead of resisting change, remember that a new order will come in the divine flow. Move forward with this principle. May heavens guide you and your path filled with light. Children of Mars, Aries, the sky this week emphasizes a period of inner slowdown and reevaluation. Mercury's energy, especially in work-related matters, warns you to act with patience and clarity against misunderstandings and delays during the first 2 days of the week, advising you not to rush ahead. When you can't control the pace of events, turning inward and focusing on your true needs will be the healthiest approach. Midweek energies that will strengthen family matters and bonds with friends come into play. During this period, spending time with people who make you feel safe and truly understand you will lift your spirits. Especially sharing some issues you've been keeping inside for a long time with your loved ones will be good for your soul. This week, making hasty decisions regarding career and finances would be risky. The differences between appearances and reality are strong enough to lead to regrets. Especially avoid making decisions or signing anything before clarifying the details. Throughout the week, it will be beneficial for you to review some job offers and projects again. If you proceed with patience, you will protect yourself from making a wrong move. From a financial perspective, any decisions regarding major investment plans could lead to regrets and difficulties in the coming days. In your love life, there are energies that may lead to arguments, unrest, and emotional reactions on your part in response to disrespectful behavior from your spouse or partner who challenges your way of thinking and tries to steer you toward different perspectives. My advice to you is to approach the situation realistically, express your discomforts, and make it clear that your indispensable values, in other words, the values that make you who you are, must be respected. Slowing down and building trust and stability in your relationship through mutual understanding will be helpful for you. Otherwise, stubbornness can cause tensions to escalate and spiral out of control. Towards the weekend, you may be able to clarify issues that have been weighing on your mind for a long time and transform many things that you have had difficulty forgiving or letting go of. Throughout the week, your motto should be, my communication is clear, my intention is pure, my path is open. I am protected by the will of Almighty Allah. By taking the right step at the right time, I find myself surrounded by material, spiritual, and emotional blessings. Please make this a habit. Let your effort be to make decisions with an awareness of your own worth without rushing ahead. May the heavens be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of Venus, Taurus signs, this week brings both stability and beautiful developments in your emotional life. With the positive support of your ruling planet Venus, you'll experience reflections of renewed and nourished bonds with your loved ones, and conversations held with sincerity will bring harmony, peace, and balance into your life. When you express yourself more openly and bravely, you'll break the cycle and move away from repetitive patterns. The words that come from your heart will be met with positivity by those around you. In your professional life, financial opportunities are on the horizon, especially by considering the long-term benefits. The decisions and responsibilities you take will help you structure your gains in the right way. In your professional life, acting by reviewing the details in projects and responding to important issues in a timely manner will allow you to prevent major problems before they arise and find answers to many things that have been on your mind. Additionally, your intuition will be particularly strong this week. Let these strong intuitions guide you not only in your professional life, but also in your relationships, especially in your love life. Someone with a great sense of humor and reliability, qualities that impress you, may catch your attention. And for singles, a friendly connection with this person could gradually develop into romance. For those in a relationship, energies are present that will strengthen your harmony and help you reinforce your future plans together around shared goals. As your inherent creativity significantly increases, particularly as the weekend approaches, you will undoubtedly be able to make more sound and well-considered decisions, especially concerning your important work or your academic studies. Love, stability, and abundance will flow harmoniously in your life. Focus on moving forward with confidence, making the right choices, and knowing that all of this is supported by the will of Almighty God. Taurus, individuals with health issues, you will start to heal and cleanse yourselves from the very first day of the week. If you are considering starting a diet or making sports activities a part of your daily routine, take advantage of this week's energies for sports and diet. The stars are also supporting you to achieve positive results in activities related to haircuts, skincare, and dental care. Additionally, this week the stars advise you to pay attention to your dreams and to clearly interpret the messages your dreams are giving you. Trust yourself and the flow of the universe during this period of restructuring, both materially and spiritually. May the heavens be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of Mercury, Geminis, you should act with flexibility this week. Your ruling planet warns you that what you say may be prone to misunderstandings, or that you might misinterpret what others say and react sharply, potentially damaging your work relationships. Especially before making any decisions, make sure you have understood everything correctly. You should reassess certain things in your professional life. You may feel that your working methods are wearing you out. See that collaborations can bring you greater benefits than trying to handle everything on your own. When you get stuck on a project, getting ideas from your colleagues or trusted friends can offer you a whole new perspective, especially if you move forward with the team spirit and the principle of think together, win together. You can transform many things that you thought were turning against you and that you found difficult to control. In addition, it will be important for you to strike a balance between your personal desires and family responsibilities. Arrangements at home and conversations within the family can help resolve a serious issue from the past. When you maintain your balance, you will find both peace and a sense of security. Single Geminis, you may experience a surprising romantic development at a seemingly ordinary gathering with friends this week. Go with the flow. For those in a relationship, especially conversations held on Thursday can reignite the passion in your relationship and strengthen the bonds of mutual trust and love. My advice to you this week is to let your words be filled with light, keep your heart open, and move forward with the awareness that you are easily understood and forming the right connections in universal harmony. Because this week, what will open your path is not just your intelligence, but also your ability to hear the voices of others. Transparency in communication will move you forward, especially if you have friends you haven't seen in a long time. You may hear from them, and by getting together, you can both reminisce about old times and strengthen your friendships. Additionally, this also contains effects that can return to you as strong opportunities and significant investments in matters related to your work and education life. My suggestion to you is to stay open to new things throughout the week. Remain aware that you can structure yourself properly, and especially do not let people with high levels of anxiety, including your relatives, confuse you. Because when you stay centered within yourself, you will overcome many things. May the skies be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of the moon cancers, this week brings energies where you will embrace tranquility and peace amidst the hustle and bustle of life. As the sun illuminates your communication sector in your natal charts, it highlights that heartfelt conversations with colleagues, family, and friends will bring you joy through their positive reflections, and you will once again find the peace you have long been yearning for. The energy of the moon will bring you the awareness of a deep inner journey, helping you to understand yourself better. In your professional life, being patient and constructive will be your greatest asset throughout the week. Overlooking a small detail could cause major problems this week. Therefore, make sure to prioritize clarity in verbal communication. Throughout the week, you will be able to overcome even your most challenging tasks at work with your diplomacy and emotional intelligence. When it comes to family matters, your nurturing presence will become especially important to your loved ones. You may be able to lift a friend's spirits, help them notice a mistake they hadn't seen, and by fostering harmony and love in their life, witness beautiful moments and heal your own heart. Because starting from the second day of this week, the joys brought by heartfelt connections will make you happy. Single cancers may meet someone with whom you share common values. New encounters may happen in everyday settings, so be open to new experiences. For those who are married or in a relationship, let small gestures refresh your relationship this week. Especially a handwritten note, a homemade meal together, or sharing something nostalgic will be beneficial in deepening your love. As the weekend approaches, spending time in nature with friends or enjoying a peaceful meal with family will do you good. Take a walk by the seaside to ground your spirit. If you have a garden, spend some time there. Even creating a calm and peaceful atmosphere at home in the evening may be enough for you. Especially this week, the sky is whispering, open your heart to simple things. Compassion and sincerity will bring you both peace and strong bonds. Invite peace and love into your life with understanding. Let your heart open with compassion and your bonds grow stronger. May your soul find tranquility, and throughout the week, try to stay away from people who upset you, hurt you, or make you feel at odds with yourself. Be careful not to take financial risks, and don't burden yourself with financial responsibilities that others are unwilling to take on. May the heavens be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of the Sun, Leos, this week your desire for growth and expansion is shining brightly. With the support of the Sun, your rising self-confidence and your courage to seize new opportunities will help you achieve success. Especially your creative ideas may stand out in the workplace. By letting your natural leadership shine in collaborative projects, you can increase your gains. You should review your plans in detail. To avoid misunderstandings, you should act by also considering the intentions of the people you are dealing with. Don't let anyone disrupt your energy with their own selfishness, ambition, or anger. You have the strength and willpower to do this, especially since this is a week where you will shine in your professional life. Your bold ideas and timely interventions will attract attention. However, make adjustments before finalizing and expressing them. The stars warn that hasty decisions and statements may cause problems. You should avoid impulsive spending in financial matters. You should focus on long-term gains and be especially cautious about requests and demands from your friends for their own luxury expenses. In your love life, singles may experience disappointments and regrets this week. Be careful. Those who are married or in a relationship may have the opportunity to correct wrong decisions about your relationship and make a new breakthrough thanks to a close friend or family member who encourages you to act with awareness and with whom you can have deep conversations. However, as the weekend approaches, the stars advise you to take some time for yourself. It suggests practicing yoga, meditation, sports, or spending time in nature, and especially warns you to be cautious against theft on digital platforms. Do not click on every link you see. This week, the stars are sending the message pause and refresh. Step away from the hectic pace and focus on your health, both your body and your soul. Be brave, show your leadership, but the stars say, do not lose your patience. Your strength grows not only when you shine, but also when you rest and find balance. My strength overflows from my heart. My light illuminates my path and the paths of others. Abundance, love, and success are with me. By the will of Almighty Allah, it has been so and it will be so. Repeat this affirmation 3 times a day for 7 days, starting from the first day of the week. May the heavens be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of Mercury, Virgos, this week greets you with self-awareness and the energy of renewal. The sun's transit through your sign will bring you vitality. Get ready to feel refreshed both physically and spiritually. Especially this week, double-checking everything related to work and technological details will protect you from many things in the long run. This week, your attention to detail in the workplace will work to your advantage. With the sun entering your sign, the sky indicates that thanks to your awareness and timely interventions, you will be able to notice and eliminate misunderstandings and many ill-intentioned things. Learning something new in your personal life will bring you peace. Focus on inner growth. Taking time for activities that nourish your mind and heart will help you overcome many things that have been psychologically exhausting you. Single Virgos and those not in a relationship may find themselves engaged in thoughtful conversations. You might find yourself surrounded by beautiful moments as a friendship turns into love. For those in a relationship, the deepening of honest communication and the emotional intensity brought by making future plans around shared dreams will strengthen your relationship and make you feel good. However, the sky advises see the essence without getting lost in the details. With a healthy mind and body, you can shape your future. Especially if there are people around you who have a lot of fears and anxieties, my advice to you is this. Please do not allow people who have disturbed you or caused you to make mistakes in the past to re-enter your life and turn things upside down for you. Especially seeking professional help to transform your fears and anxieties or engaging in spiritual healing work for your heart, know that these will bring you great benefits this week. You should not, under any circumstances, avoid expressing your personal discomforts regarding yourself or, indeed, structuring your emotions in the most appropriate and effective way. And especially developments that will prove those who have hurt you in the past do not get away with what they've done may leave their mark on the weekend. Remember, dear Virgo, no one leaves this world without experiencing what they have made others go through. What goes around comes around. See it for yourself. The heavens are with you. May your path be lit. Children of Venus, Libras. The sky this week indicates that you will get positive results from medical aesthetic procedures. There are favorable energies for haircuts, skincare, and both medical and aesthetic procedures. However, be careful about disagreements in your work life and relationships. Especially throughout the week, don't let your guard down when it comes to written documents and things you say. Misunderstandings can lead to major tensions, and impulsive spending can cause financial difficulties. My advice to you is throughout the week, don't put yourself at risk by helping others out of anger or high emotional intensity, especially if it doesn't feel right to you or if you're just trying to make someone else happy. Because not only will you be unable to please people known for their selfishness, but you may also face their unfair and unwarranted criticism. And especially there may be opportunities this week to do things you've been planning and thinking about for a long time. However, my advice to you is not to act in haste and not to act out of anger. When you act out of ambition or rush things, the resulting tensions and the influence of Uranus may prevent you from properly assessing many situations. And on August 24th, the clash between Uranus and the Sun especially highlights the need to be cautious against disruptive energies such as outbursts of anger, tensions, and unrest in areas related to your personal life. In addition, you may be tested with issues such as insect bites or allergic reactions. Do not ignore them. If something like this happens and you don't want your week to be ruined, be sure to see a specialist doctor. Proceed by getting the necessary treatments. In terms of emotions and relationships, the sky is supporting you. However, my advice to you is that unless you know what you want and express what has accumulated in your heart, you may be tested by the regrets of not being able to control many things. When it comes to travel and journeys, make sure to have your vehicle serviced to avoid breakdowns. Be especially cautious over the weekend against accidents that may be caused by excessive speed and carelessness. The expectations of neighbors or relatives you haven't seen in a long time, as well as situations you're already familiar with, may become more tense and influential. Don't take on the role of anyone's advocate. Stay centered within yourself. May the skies be your guide and your path be illuminated. Scorpios are the children of Mars. This week, the sky invites you to look beyond your usual routines. Noticing and wanting to renew your habits and many patterns in your work life can bring you significant advantages. Especially when it comes to work-related matters, my advice to you is to pay attention to anything about your ongoing projects that doesn't sit right with you. If you're not getting answers that satisfy you, remember that you need to dig deeper. Restructuring your long-term aspirations and having the profound courage to gracefully part ways with individuals with whom you consistently experience difficulty agreeing can indeed bring you truly significant and lasting advantages. You must simply believe in this inherent capability within yourself, deep down in your core being. Pursuing what you believe in will come back to you as making the right and healthy decisions, especially improvements in your finances and developments that will take you to better places will strengthen your sense of self-confidence this week. Make an effort to take advantage of Wednesday's strong energies to move your workplace or to solve a serious problem. And if there are problems arising from miscommunication with your colleagues, a step you take and a sincere, loving expression can change and transform many things. There are influences at play that will help you strengthen your family bonds and clear up misunderstandings between you and your friends. A phone call you receive this week could bring a smile to your face and warm your heart, whether it's about work or friendships. It's a week where your circle of friends is refined and true friendships are established. When it comes to your spouse or partner, the stars are urging you to have open and honest conversations. Don't let delayed conversations cause the cornerstone of your love to slip away from you. Over the weekend, your home and your loved one could become a true sanctuary for you. Engage in activities that will renew your spirit, dive deep, and seek out the truth. Clarity and honesty will support you both in your relationships and in achieving your goals. Acting with an awareness of your own strength will be the key to structuring both your work and love life. Just for this week, don't get swept up by the tempting allure of financial risks and make impulsive or overly candid decisions. Otherwise, you may end up facing regrets, tensions, situations spiraling out of control, and being left alone with your sorrow. The sky is telling you to act cautiously. May the heavens be your guide and your path be filled with light. Sagittarians are the children of Jupiter. This week, your desire to explore may bring both advantages and disadvantages. Know where you need to draw the line, because as the sun illuminates your career house in your natal chart, it emphasizes that focusing on the long term rather than the short term will be beneficial. Your ambition will increase and you'll want to take bolder steps, but the steps you take may also lead to regrets. This is the right time to bring your ideas to the forefront. However, if you act hastily, you may make mistakes and be tested by regrets. Especially regarding matters related to your work and education life, the stars are warning you to be careful with official information and documents. You may not be able to handle the regrets caused by events that spiral out of control. Promises made may not be kept. You may find yourself having to deal with the disappointment and embarrassment of trusting others more than you should. Especially, instead of chasing quick profits, improving your current conditions to achieve long-term and stable gains will bring you significant advantages. Engaging in shared activities with your loved ones is at a point where it will allow happiness and inspiration to accompany you. My particular advice to you is to participate in outdoor trips and outdoor activities. Single Sagittarians or those not in a relationship may meet someone who catches their interest through education or social activities. Shared interests can quickly create attraction and lay the foundation for a deeper bond. For those who are married or in ongoing relationships, you may be on the verge of making decisions regarding your relationship. Don't make any hasty decisions without weighing, measuring, or being sure of the truth of what you've learned. When it comes to your health, the sky warns you this week to pay attention to allergic reactions and sensitivities related to your immune system. Let your horizons be broad and your curiosity alive, but make your plans patiently. Believe that opportunities will find you at the right time. Abundance, freedom, and divine harmony are flowing into your life. Remain grateful for this and be mindful of whom you choose to share it with. Issues related to siblings may also tire you out a bit this week. Don't place anyone in a position that is more or less important than they deserve. Staying in the flow and acting fairly will bring you great benefits. Facing a part of your past life, forgiving and freeing yourself has the power to heal and reflect positively in your life. As long as you choose to see the messages the universe is giving you with your heightened awareness. Children of Saturn, Capricorns. As the sun illuminates the area of shared resources in your natal charts, joint financial matters and issues related to collaborations may become your main focus this week. You should especially pay attention to ensuring clarity in the conditions. If there is any uncertainty in agreements, contracts, or decisions to be made, you may have to deal with regrets and tensions in the coming days. This week, the sky is filled with supportive energies for those seeking a job or wanting to make a change in their career. However, my advice to you is to be especially careful if you are in the process of starting something new in areas you are not familiar with. If things get out of your control and you make decisions under the influence of momentary emotions and impulses, you may end up having to deal with regrets. And while trying to make financial gains, you could end up facing losses or unexpected legal sanctions. Your strategic planning skills and sense of responsibility in situations that require teamwork will help you succeed. To resolve problems related to investments and shared resources, you should take action by learning about your legal rights. This is a week where you need to take every step carefully. Family ties may require a bit of attention this week. Your loved ones may want to see you more and might need your support. Your calmness and solution-oriented attitude have the strength to help overcome emerging problems. When it comes to health-related matters, the stars are warning you to act cautiously this week. Especially those with chronic health problems should be extra careful and not neglect any issues related to their health. The stars are also warning you to be cautious about blood circulation and urinary tract infections this week. In addition, if you are single, you may find that someone from your past wants to re-enter your life. If you are married or in a relationship and have issues with trust, you should talk about it. Otherwise, you won't be able to balance arguments over trivial matters, and problems may spiral out of control, causing you distress. Move forward patiently throughout the week and pay attention to the details. Remember, your strength will grow not only through hard work, but also when you proceed with clarity and strategy. Act with this in mind. And know that your discipline and realistic approach to trust and mistrust in your relationships will be the key to solving problems. Aquarians are the children of Uranus. This week, focusing on collaborations and your personal goals will benefit you. As the Sun moves through Leo, participating in activities that nurture both your imagination and creative spirit in areas of shared interest points to material and spiritual benefits. You should express your ideas clearly and understandably, but also with patience. In your professional life, new ideas, collaborations, and sudden changes in projects may arise. If you can quickly adapt to the circumstances, you will succeed. But if you focus on questioning why things happened instead of adapting, you may experience serious difficulties. When it comes to financial matters, the stars advise you to stay away from any kind of investment plans. You should carefully evaluate every detail and especially consider the fact that people who insist you do something may not have good intentions. Otherwise, lack of control and acting too quickly will lead to regrets and even legal consequences. Your circle of friends, learning environments, and matters related to work and education will benefit you. If you engage in activities that spark your curiosity, be prepared to encounter new horizons. Single Aquarians, this week your longing for the past may lead you to give a second chance to the wrong person, resulting in regrets and disappointment. For those who are married or in a relationship, nurturing the spirit of alliance will be important this week. In particular, talking, supporting each other, and bravely confronting issues that have been misunderstood, glossed over, or avoided are the keys to healing your relationship, strengthening your emotional bond, and rekindling the passion you may have lost. My advice to you is to try to have small but meaningful experiences as the weekend approaches. Share your creativity and be open to collaborations. The vision for the future will take shape with patience and flexibility. Original ideas can bring you great rewards. Especially try to move away from a scarcity mindset and make the most of the strong reflections, both emotionally and in work-related matters. Let go. Yesterday is yesterday. Throughout the week, make an effort to learn from the knowledge and insights of people who are more experienced than you so you can manage the present properly and steer things in a controlled way without losing direction after now. May the skies be your guide and your path be filled with light. Neptune's mystical children, Pisces, this week the sky invites you to act with a sense of responsibility in order to achieve balance and harmony in both your personal and professional relationships as the sun illuminates your partnership sector. Because clarity in your words and transparency in your intentions will bring you great benefit. In your work environment, your intuition and high emotional intelligence will work to your advantage throughout the week. You can resolve agreements and disputes and achieve the material and emotional outcomes you desire in collaborations. My advice to you is, while the sky invites you to stand out in areas that require empathy, to focus on realistic progress by reviewing your current responsibilities, debts, and obligations. Expressing gratitude and love to your loved ones will strengthen your bonds. Your approach that maintains harmony in friendships and family relationships will enable you to receive support from people you never expected. If you are single, someone you meet through friends may impress you greatly, and you may find yourself starting a harmonious relationship. For those who are married or in a relationship, your partner's gestures and affection will elevate your relationship to a stable and truly rewarding level. Make small gestures yourself and use heartfelt, meaningful approaches to make every unique moment you share together unforgettable. Throughout the week, the sky is calling out to you. Express yourself with love, nurture harmony. Both your heart and your path will become clear. Your understanding behavior will deepen your relationships in harmony, illuminate your path, and trigger energies that will give you confidence about many things you fear, hesitate about, or are unsure of. And my advice to you is that the financial news you have been waiting for a long time, the resolution of issues regarding your applications related to abroad, and positive developments may come starting from the middle of the week. Now, a more stable and better cycle in your life is welcoming you. You should choose well with whom and how you will manage this. When it comes to your health, pay attention to your foot health and be mindful of sensitivities in your lower back and neck areas. Don't push yourself in this regard. For haircuts or medical aesthetic procedures, make it a priority to take advantage of the energies that will be effective until Thursday. Invest in yourself, your soul, and your body. May the skies be our guide and our path be filled with light.